Good afternoon, Mayfield. It is Thursday, March 5th, and this is our weekly homework video for the homework I gave you Monday that's due tomorrow. Reminder, even if you have one Mayfield in the morning, make sure you stop by some point during the day and give me your homework. I went to the shoebox. We had a few suggestions, so thank you for sharing your thoughts. The one that I pulled said 13.4, which is this problem down here, and a few people this week had asked questions kind of about getting started. We have a graph of a linear equation, so I know it's a line, and it passes through these 2 points. First question is just to use the 2 points to sketch the graph of the equation. So because it says sketch, I'm not even going to worry about graph paper. I'm going to sketch my y-axis, and I'm going to sketch my x-axis, and I'm going to put it up a little bit higher because of the second point here. And I'm going to put a few grid lines evenly spaced as best as I can. Make this a little bit farther so I get that 0, -6. And I'm going to go ahead and plot these 2 points. So -2, 0 is 2 to the left and then stopping, so staying there on my x-axis. And then 0, -6 means I'm not going left or right, I'm just going down 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then using any kind of straight edge. I almost always have my index card, and of course, wouldn't you know, right now I can't find it. So I'm going to use a piece of graph paper as a straight edge. And I'm just going to go ahead and sketch a line that goes through those 2 points. And as long as I have my y-intercept and my x-intercept, it's going to be pretty easy for me to draw that. So there's my sketch. The second question says, is this an appropriate equation for these points? -2, 0, and 0, -6. We had similar questions today on the classwork, and there's a couple of ways you could solve this, but one is just to substitute. So I'm going to put my -2 and 0 into the equation and see if I get a true statement, and then I'm going to do the same thing with my 0, -6. So I have 3 times x, which is -2, minus y, which is 0, and does that equal -6? Put a little question mark right now because I don't know. 3 times -2 is -6. -6 minus 0 is -6. So the first point works. If the second point also works, then this would be a good equation for our line. So now I'm going to have 3x minus y. Does that equal -6 when I substitute in 0 for x and then minus y, and y is -6. Does that equal -6? Well, 3 times 0 is 0. I have 0 minus -6. Does that equal -6? So if I'm subtracting a negative, double negative is the same thing as adding, so I get 6 equals -6. That is not a true statement. So would this line work with this equation? No. And you could write, because while the first 2 points do work for the equation, the second 2 points do not, which means this equation is not appropriate for this line. I hope that helps. We're going to continue this week with solving equations. I'm excited to work with you, and again, great job on your quiz this week. You worked really hard, and I recognize your hard work. Thank you, everyone. See you later. Bye.